Hello, hello, hello. Moikka. My name is Tony, and yeah, I'm a Finn, and I'm gonna explain you something what a Christmas is, how Finnish Christmas is like, and how it differs from maybe from some other places. So this is a good time for you to learn. If you're new to Finland or if you're just visiting, to how to celebrate Christmas in a Finnish way, or if you're watching like what the hell these Finnish people are doing. So this is a way to learn something about Finnish Christmas. So buckle your seatbelts, pick up your pickled herring or kravlax, and get ready for Finnish Christmas explained. All right, so let's get started. So Christmas basically it's just not those couple of days of the year. It's actually a longer period. You probably noticed that people are putting the Christmas lights up and things are getting more Christmassy. Maybe a little earlier every year you hear Mariah Carey played on in the shopping centers earlier and earlier, and you can see the advent calendars coming up earlier and earlier in the shops. But basically, in the old tradition, there's four different um, Advent Sundays in the Christmas calendar. So basically, you lit up every Sunday before Christmas. You lit one candle more. So those are called Advent Sundays. And then, yeah, there's some other celebrations. Independence Day happens to be before Christmas, so that's kind of a boring holiday in a way because it's not celebrated with fireworks or anything, but it's kind of more chill. People are just watching the presidential ball and some old war time movies. So yeah, that's something that people are. It's not a very festive thing, apart from the nice costumes the women are wearing at the presidential ball. There's another holiday in the days before Christmas that's called Saint Lucy's Day or Santa Lucia Day. Lucia-päivä, Lucia-dagen. That's on the 13th of December. It's more a Swedish Finnish tradition, but even Finns celebrate it more or less. So it's basically this old legend from Sicily, I think. But yeah, it's celebrated with a young girl with candles in her head. She's dressed in white and with a red ribbon or something, and yeah, that girl looks terrified because she's perhaps like afraid that the candles might set up her hair in fire. And then another important period before or party event taking place before Christmas in Finland is pre-Christmas parties, pikkujoulut. If you haven't been to one yet and you need to go, yeah, you're in for a treat because yeah, basically every workplace usually organizes some sort of pikkujoulut, the pre-Christmas party. So yeah, there's a lot of legendary stories what happens in those parties because it's like a mixture of karaoke, food, gossiping, who's doing what in the office, and yeah, bad choices sometimes too. Like, but these are getting cleaner and cleaner by the day, and today it's not so wild. But usually it includes some sort of entertainment, food always, and yeah. And if you survive Finnish pikkujoulut, you're ready for everything. All right. Another fact about Finland and Finnish Christmas is the Christmas tree and Christmas decorations. Well, we live here close to the North Pole, so that means that in the winter the days are very short and the nights are very long. Basically, the day is quite short, so that's why we like a lot of Christmas lights. So you see quite many houses with Christmas lights already in the end of November. Basically, people try to wait until the end of like the Halloween parties are over, but people start to put their Christmas lights on quite early on. And if you put them too early, they're called season lights. But yeah, Christmas lights go on, and everyone has a lot of them. And then there's the Christmas tree. Like I put mine quite late this year. I was not really in the mood for Christmas before for today, but now it's there. Finns actually prefer real Christmas trees, but if you live in the city and you want to have it for a longer time than just like the couple days of the end of the year, you might go in for a plastic one, like I did. Uh, but the real ones are quite popular, and since Finland is over 70% forest, so you're fine if you kill a tree and bring it home, because we're 70% forest, so you won't be deforesting the country. So yeah, real Christmas trees, they bring nice smell, and yeah, it's quite nice. But yeah, Christmas tree is very important in Finland. Christmas lights are quite understandable because it's so dark, and you bring some nice feeling to the festive season with decorations. All right, so you come, you decorate it, you come to the Christmas time. So there's 3 main days of Christmas. The main day, the big day, is the Christmas Eve, the 24th, not the 25th, but 24th. That's called jouluaatto in Finnish, the Christmas Eve, and that's the main day. I'll explain more about that later. But then there's the 25th, which is the holiday. It's a public holiday. Just like 24, you don't need to go to the office or anything, so that's already a day off. But 25th is a day off. That's basically a day when you're just like in your pajamas or visiting some relatives or something. So you're just like digesting or eating whatever you have leftovers, and you will have leftovers from the Christmas Eve. And then there's the Boxing Day, Tapanin päivä. Yeah, basically people don't know why that's a holiday, but that's like Saint Stephen's Day. Yeah, and that's just used to be like a patron of horses, I think, but nowadays it's just another holiday to make it longer, the holidays during Christmas time. I remember when I was a student and I went back to my hometown because I went to study at the university in Helsinki. So Boxing Day was a day when shops were already open and the bars were open, and anyone who was like visiting the hometown, the young people would come together and like just go clubbing and meeting all the friends. So yeah, those are the 3 days. So 24th is the main day. That's jouluaatto, the Christmas Eve. Then there's the Christmas Day, the 25th. That's just a um, eating day, staying in your pajamas, watching films, Christmas films. And then there's the 26th, when you probably go out from your home and just try to kill some calories that you've been eating during the Christmas holidays. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot. Like there's one more public holiday, which is like January 6th, the Epiphany. In Finnish, that's called Loppiainen. And I know that in Latin America and in Spanish-speaking countries, it's a big holiday, and that's when some of the presents are given. But for us, we just take out the Christmas tree and yeah, enjoy that holiday. Nobody actually knows why we celebrate that, but hey, who cares? We get a day off. Okay, there's plenty of traditions in Finland for Christmas. Here are some which might not happen in every other country, and one is Christmas sauna. So yeah, this is something that almost every Finn does. If you live in if you have your sauna in your own apartment, you definitely do that. You probably do it on like Christmas Eve morning or during the day or whenever is suitable for you. And if you live like in a city and there's like a sauna in your basement or up in the on the top floor, which almost all Finnish houses have. So there's like joulu sauna, Christmas sauna, where you can go and yeah, wash away all the sins and be ready for Santa's visit. Another thing that many Finns do is to go to the graveyards or to the cemeteries during Christmas time to bring candles to to those who have like passed away earlier or that year. And it's quite beautiful when you go there and you see all the candles lit. And as you know, Finland is dark during that time of the year. And then, of course, we watch a lot of TV during Christmas time. Depends, of course, on the family. But yeah, it's Snowman, Santa's Hotline. It's quite popular. Even like for grown-ups watch that. And when kids are calling, "Hello, this is little Tony. I'm calling from Helsinki," and then Santa talks to these people, and it's quite nice. Yeah, and then in the evening, Finns watch Love Actually, all the like classic Christmas films, and then yeah, Home Alone. Home Alone, which is quite ironic for a country of introverts. So yeah, these are some of the traditions that we have. Well, what do Finns eat for Christmas? Well, yeah, we have like our own traditions for Christmas food, and yeah, it includes a lot of cakes, a lot of chocolate, a lot of sweets. But on Christmas Eve, we usually start with a cold plate, which is a lot of fishes, gravlax, herring, potato salad, beetroot salad, different a lot of fish. Then it comes to the main course, which is usually the ham, like kinkku. Uh, yeah, so it's pork meat, and you put like different things on, like you put mustard on top and you put it in the oven for like overnight, basically. Yeah, so ham kinku is like the king of the table, as they say. But nowadays, like more and more families are having some other things there as well. Like for example, turkey is quite becoming more and more popular. So if you don't like pork, so you can always have turkey. And yeah, there's a lot of families with many people more are eating less and less meat. So Christmas is not really a celebration for vegetarians in Finnish kitchen, but maybe you can have something. You will find something, and you will find the casseroles, laatikko. And these, in my opinion, they're a little like baby food. You mash everything. You have potato casserole, you have carrot casserole, and you have whatever casserole. And yeah, so you have these. You must have these. And they used to say you need to have 7 types of casseroles. Nowadays, I don't think anyone has that many. But yeah, there are regional differences in Christmas food. Like in the East, you might have like this Karelian stew, Karjalan paisti. And in the North, you might have reindeer stew. And in the West, you will have perhaps meatballs. But the casseroles are in all country, and the ham probably in all country as well. So yeah, these would be some of the Christmas foods you would be eating. But yeah, feel free to enjoy the baby food casserole. Okay, and then there's one feature in Christmas, and that's the Santa Claus. And where does Santa Claus come from? That's the 1 million euro question. And we all know the answer to that is that he comes from Finland. And we are very proud of Santa being our number one citizen. He lives way up in the north, not in the North Pole, not in Greenland, not in Norway, but in Finnish Lapland. It's a place called Korvatunturi, and yeah, it's so remote that nobody sees into there. And but Santa has a village, an office near the city of Rovaniemi, and he's there all year round. It's a massive tourism business. So if you ask most people, they will know that Santa is from Finland. But Santa doesn't work alone, and we have these things called elves. And elves are Santa's little helpers. And those are the Finnish elves are not like the ones you see in Hollywood films. They're not dressed in green, and they're not like small. They might be small actually, but little elves go behind the windows and they are spying basically on you, those little things. And this is actually a good thing for the Finnish parenting. So if you have kids, you can tell your child, eat your veggies, don't fight with your sister, because I will report the elves are watching. I will tell the elves, and elves will tell to Santa. And if you're not a good kid, you will not get presents from Santa. So this is a very good way to make your kids behave, like maybe 1 month or 2 months before Christmas. You can already start threatening with elves. So yeah, otherwise the elves are quite nice. They help Santa to make the presents for the kids, and they will tell what to give to them. But there's a dark side there too. So you should always be well behaved, and so that these little spies won't tell Santa if you've been naughty. Speaking of Santa, the word in Finnish is joulupukki. So joulu means Christmas, Yule, and pukki means goat. So what the hell is is that a Christmas goat? Yeah, actually it is, because joulupukki in the old tradition was half man, half goat. So yeah, kind of like with horns and everything. I've seen some old postcards with this joulupukki, which is half man, half goat, and this person would go from house to house demanding for drinks and food. And only later, when Coca-Cola and all that came along, Santa became this jolly, fat, white bearded man. But even that has a Finnish origin, because you know, Coca-Cola used an advertising agency where there was working a guy from Finland, actually from Åland Islands, but still Finland, or his family was from there. And this guy had seen the postcard sent from Finland to his family, and he created this character for Coca-Cola, like in 20s, 30s, and took inspiration from these cards. He didn't have the horns, so not a goat, but still some inspiration from Finnish joulupukki there in the Coca-Cola inspired joulupukki. But the real Santa actually comes from the north of Finland, so not from Coca-Cola, but from the Finnish Lapland. And speaking of Santa, you must recognize that Santa actually comes to Finnish homes on Christmas Eve. So he doesn't mysteriously come overnight from chimney, but he actually in Finnish homes, if you have children especially, the Santa will come after dinner usually. So you will get someone dressed as Santa, or the real one, we don't know, come visit your family. And yeah, it can be a little embarrassing if the Santa is not very well disguised. So people will find out that Santa is not real, because it's your uncle's watch or the voice you can recognize. So yeah, you need to play well with the Santa dressed up. Or you can say that, oh, the real Santa was busy, so Uncle Matti had to cover for him. So, yeah, but many kids, as long as you can play along with them, will believe that the Uncle Matti is the real Santa who came and visit. So, yeah, Santa will come to your home, and you need to sing to Santa, and yeah, you will have a nice 15, 20 minutes with Santa in your home on Christmas Eve. So Christmas Eve, that's the main day, 24th. That's when it's a day off, so you don't necessarily need to go to work unless you work in service industries or somewhere where they need people all the time. But office people, schools, everything's closed on that day. Uh, So 24th usually starts with going to sauna, having rice porridge for breakfast. And in the rice porridge, you will have one almond. So the rice porridge is kind of like you eat it hot with milk, and you put like this fruit dressing or sauce on top of that. You can also put cinnamon and butter and sugar on it, and you eat it with kind of like a sweet bread. Um, and that's what you will have for breakfast or for lunch. And whoever gets that almond in the porridge is kind of be it's going to be lucky that year, I guess. Like, I guess it varies different families, but like in our family we say that we're going to be lucky the next year, whoever gets the almond. In my family we sometimes make a trick that we don't put an almond there at all, and everyone's like scraping on the food, and everyone's disappointed. And then whoever made this the porridge, my mom or me or someone, yeah, will be like yeah, so that's a good trick, or put just like the whole bag of almonds there, unless you're allergic. So morning starts with sauna, the Santa's hotline, porridge, and then you watch the snowman on TV. So it's going to be a busy morning for you because you still need to prepare for everything. And if you forgot something, you need to go to the supermarket to get some ingredients for the night. So busy morning. Then at noon you should open the TV to watch the Joulurauhan julistus, Christmas Peace Declaration. It happens in Turku, and it's been going on since the Middle Ages. And it's quite nice Christmas tradition. There's a speech that everyone knows the words, and there's some like army band playing, and it's quite nice tradition. So if you're in Turku, you should go and watch it live. It's at the cathedral there, but people usually watch it on TV. And then, yeah, after that, it's more preparations for the evening. Maybe you go visit some relatives, or go to sauna. Maybe go to the cemetery to put candles there, and yeah, just do some nice things. Then it comes the evening. Depends on the family. If you have small family for small children, so you will probably have dinner earlier, but usually it's a bit later because it's a festive dinner. So you will start preparing for the dinner, eat the dinner, have wine, have beer with dinner. Then comes Santa Claus, and the rest of the evening goes just watching TV or playing games and opening the presents, and eating a lot of chocolate. So, and that's we eat a lot of chocolates. We drink glöggi and just chill the rest of the evening because we're not together, the whole family, always. So that's a good time to just like hang around and be with your family. So there you have Finnish Christmas explained to you. Um, what are your Christmas traditions? Is this accurate, what you experience in Finland? If you're a Finn, let me know if I said something wrong, or if your family traditions are somehow different. Or are there some weird Finnish Christmas traditions or foods that you find strange? Let me know in the comments, and share this video if you have some friends who might be interested or want to know more about Finnish Christmas. So that's all from now. My name is Tony, and I wish you Merry Christmas. Oikein hyvää joulua. Hain bra jul. Tack.